Have you ever felt a silence so profound it aches, a loneliness so deep it feels like the world has forgotten you exist? If you're over 80, or if you love someone who is, then listen closely. This isn't just another video. It's a vital conversation, a necessary truth. Right now, before we go any further, please share this video. Share it with your friends, your family, your community, because what we're about to reveal are the 5 brutal realities of aging, particularly the pervasive shadow of loneliness that every senior must understand. And these truths are too important to remain unspoken. To live to be 80 and beyond is a profound achievement, a testament to a life well lived, filled with experiences, wisdom, and memories stretching back through nearly a century. It's a milestone few are granted, and it brings with it an often unspoken set of challenges that can profoundly reshape daily existence. Life after 80 isn't always the serene golden years depicted in idyllic paintings or retirement brochures. For many, it's a deeply personal journey into a landscape marked by shifts, losses, and a unique form of isolation. Today, we must confront these realities head-on. This isn't to instill fear or paint a picture of despair. Instead, it's about offering a clear-eyed, honest perspective. It's to prepare those approaching these years, to validate the experiences of those already living them, and to foster deeper understanding among all generations. These are the truths often whispered in quiet moments, but rarely discussed openly. Let's delve into them. Reality 1. The accelerated decline of physical independence. The first, and often most immediate, brutal reality is the undeniable, and sometimes rapid, decline of physical independence. While our bodies undergo gradual changes throughout life, after 80, the pace of these shifts can accelerate dramatically. Mobility becomes more challenging, and even routine tasks like getting out of a chair, climbing stairs, or simply walking across a room can become monumental efforts. Fine motor skills might diminish, making everyday activities like buttoning a shirt, holding a pen, or even preparing a simple meal much harder. This isn't just about needing a cane, a walker, or eventually a wheelchair. It's about the profound loss of spontaneous movement, the inability to run errands without assistance, or the shift from driving yourself to being driven. It's the moment when the world outside your door feels a little farther away. This reality relentlessly chips away at self-sufficiency, often forcing a reliance on others that can be deeply humbling, frustrating, and even painful. For many, this physical constraint is the first major gateway to increased social isolation and a pervasive sense of being confined within one's own home or even one's own body. Reality 2. The shrinking social circle and pervasive loneliness, perhaps the most universally acknowledged, yet still deeply painful, reality for those over 80 is the shrinking social circle and the profound loneliness that often accompanies it. As we age, the most significant truth is that our peers, our companions, our lifelong witnesses to our journey begin to depart. Friends pass away. Spouses, partners, and siblings, those who shared our deepest history and understanding, leave us. The generation before us is long gone, and our own generation diminishes rapidly, often leaving us feeling like one of the last leaves on the branch. Children and grandchildren, while loved dearly, often have their own busy lives, careers, and families. Their visits, while cherished, can be infrequent, dictated by distance and their own demanding schedules. The impromptu gatherings, the casual coffee dates, the easy companionship of peers who remember the same historical events and cultural touchstones, these often fade away. This isn't just quiet solitude, it's a deep, aching sense of being left behind, of having fewer and fewer people who truly understand your shared experiences, your inside jokes, your entire past. This leaves many feeling profoundly alone in a world that continues to move on, often at a bewildering pace without them. This truly is the core of the aging loneliness epidemic. Reality 3. The loss of purpose and routine. For decades, our lives are meticulously shaped by a powerful sense of purpose and routine. Our careers define a significant part of our identity. Raising families consumes our energy and focus. Community involvement, hobbies, and social roles fill our calendars. But after 80, many of these established structures can dramatically dissolve. Retirement is long past, children are grown and living their own lives, and physical limitations can prevent participation in beloved hobbies, volunteer work, or even simple daily outings. This third brutal reality is the profound vacuum left behind. Without a clear daily routine, without a defined sense of purpose or something meaningful to wake up for, days can stretch endlessly, feeling empty, unfulfilling, and monotonous. The absence of regular mental stimulation, the lack of a reason to get up, get dressed, and actively engage with the world can lead to apathy, profound boredom, and even clinical depression. Your identity, so long tied to what you did or who you were in a structured setting, can feel adrift, leaving you questioning your relevance and your place in the world. This lack of engagement directly fuels the loneliness that so many seniors experience. Reality 4. Navigating grief, a constant companion. Grief is an inevitable part of life at any age. We all experience loss, but after 80, grief transforms from an occasional, devastating visitor into a relentless and often constant companion. This fourth brutal reality means that the period of intense mourning for one loss might barely subside before another begins. It's a continuous, brutal cycle of farewells. The loss of a spouse, then a close friend, then a sibling, then perhaps even our adult children or younger relatives. It's an unending succession of partings, each one tearing another thread from the shrinking fabric of your life. There's little time to fully process one sorrow before the next arrives, often before the previous one has even fully healed. This overwhelming accumulation of grief can be emotionally exhausting, leaving little room for joy, optimism, or the energy to seek out new connections. The heart, already heavy with countless past goodbyes, finds it increasingly difficult to open itself to the possibility of new bonds, further entrenching the loneliness. Reality 5. The challenge of maintaining mental sharpness and memory. Finally, the fifth brutal reality is the often unpredictable and deeply unsettling challenge of maintaining mental sharpness and memory. While not everyone experiences severe cognitive decline, the subtle shifts, forgetting names of loved ones, misplacing cherished items, struggling to recall recent events, or having conversations repeat themselves, can be profoundly distressing and disorienting. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's an erosion of the very tool we use to interact with the world, process information, and retain our independence. It can lead to immense self-doubt, anxiety, and a growing reluctance to engage in conversations or social activities for fear of forgetting, appearing confused, or losing the thread of a discussion. This mental shift can isolate individuals further, creating significant barriers to communication and making it harder to connect with others on a meaningful level. This reinforces the painful cycle of loneliness as both the individual and those around them navigate these difficult cognitive changes. These are the realities that many seniors face, often in silence, bearing the weight of these profound changes. They are not easy to hear, and they are even harder to live through. But understanding them is the crucial first step, not towards despair, but towards a more empathetic and compassionate approach to our elders, and a more prepared, informed mindset for those of us who will eventually reach these defining years. If you are over 80 and experiencing these realities, know that your feelings are valid, your struggles are seen. You are not alone in your experience of these profound challenges, and for those with elderly loved ones, understanding these truths can foster deeper compassion, prompt more meaningful visits, and inspire more supportive, patient interactions. What are your thoughts on these brutal realities? Have you or a loved one navigated these profound challenges? Please don't keep it to yourself. Share your insights, your stories, or your questions in the comments below. Your perspective is invaluable, and it could be the very comfort or understanding someone else desperately needs. If this video resonated with you, If it offered a clearer understanding, please take a moment to like it. And most importantly, subscribe to our channel. Join our community for more honest discussions about the realities of life at every age and help us shine a light on important truths that often remain in the dark. Thank you for watching,